Hi YouTube, and welcome to the full body yoga practice. Let's begin in mountain pose Tadasana at the top of your mat, with feet hip distance apart and arms by your sides. For beginners, keep a slight bend in the knees. If you're advanced, you can engage the thighs by lifting the kneecaps. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees as much as needed to touch the floor. Inhale, lift halfway up into a flat back. You can place your hands on shins or thighs if reaching the floor is challenging. Exhale, plant your hands and step back into plank pose. Modify by dropping the knees to the mat or half plank. Lower down halfway into Chaturanga Dandasana. Beginners can lower knees to the mat before lowering the chest. Inhale, press into upward facing dog. Or you can modify with cobra pose by keeping the thighs on the mat. Exhale, lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands into Warrior One. Use blocks under the hands if reaching the floor is challenging. Inhale, open into Warrior Two. For beginners, you can shorten the stance for better stability. Exhale, put your hands down to the mat and step back into plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward and lower down into Chaturanga. You can always lower your knees. Exhale, press into upward facing dog or cobra. Inhale, lift your hips and back into downward facing dog. Now let's do the left side. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands and come into Warrior 1. Inhale, open into Warrior 2. Exhale, put your hands down to the mat and step back into plank. Inhale, lower down into Chaturanga. Exhale, press into back bend that you prefer. Inhale, lift your hips and come to downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands and come into high lunge. Keep your hands on hips or use blocks under the hands for support. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. On the exhale, sink deeper into the lunge. Keep the back knee slightly bent for added stability. Inhale, shift your weight forward, lifting your back leg off the mat and coming into Warrior 3. For beginners, you can keep fingertips on blocks or wall for support. Exhale, release back into high lunge. Inhale, step forward into standing fold. Exhale, rise up to mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come to plank. Inhale, Chaturanga. Exhale, upward facing or cobra. Inhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands into high lunge. You should keep your hands on hips or use blocks under hands for support. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale and sink deeper into the lunge. You can always bend your back knee for better stability. Inhale, shift your weight forward, lifting your back leg off the mat, and come into Warrior 3. Exhale, release back into high lunge. Inhale, step forward into standing fold. Exhale, come up to mountain pose. Sit on your mat and straighten your legs. Let's come to a modified seated forward fold. You can bend your knees or use a strap around the feet if reaching the toes is challenging. Let's hold here. Inhale, come up, and one vertebra at the time, slowly lie on your mat and come to Shavasana. Relax your whole body. Thank yourself for taking the time to practice. If you like this video, please donate. Check the link in the description down below. Like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.